Hey everyone, welcome to Golden Livings. My name is Your Name, and I'm excited to share my journey and insights with you today. As I stand here at the age of 70, I want to discuss a topic that's been on my mind for quite some time: why I choose to avoid many people in my life now. Let me start by saying this isn't about disliking anyone. In fact, I still appreciate and care for those around me. However, over the years, I've come to realize the immense value of my peace of mind. As we age, our priorities often shift, and we begin to understand that our mental well-being is paramount. I've learned that it's perfectly okay to create some distance from relationships that drain our energy or bring negativity into our lives. It's about protecting our mental health and understanding that we don't owe anyone an explanation for wanting to live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. In this video, I'll share the reasons behind my decisions and how they've positively impacted my life. I hope to encourage you to reflect on your own relationships and consider whether they contribute to your happiness or detract from it. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this conversation together. I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever felt the need to distance yourself from certain people? Let's talk about it. Now, let's talk about the benefits of keeping a distance from certain people in our lives. As I've aged, I've realized that protecting my mental health is more important than maintaining every relationship. Studies have shown that negative relationships can take a serious toll on our mental well-being, leading to increased stress and anxiety. When I was younger, I often felt obligated to please everyone around me. I'd engage in conversations that drained my energy and left me feeling exhausted. But now, I understand that I have the right to choose whom I spend my time with. This doesn't mean I don't care about others. It means I prioritize my peace of mind. For instance, I once had a close friend who constantly complained about their life. While I wanted to be supportive, I found that our conversations always left me feeling heavy and burdened. I realized that I needed to create some space to protect my own mental health. Research indicates that surrounding ourselves with positive influences can lead to a happier and healthier life. By distancing myself from negativity, I've been able to focus on relationships that uplift me and bring joy. I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences. Are there people in your life who only bring you stress? If so, it might be time to consider setting some boundaries. Remember, your mental well-being is a priority, and it's completely okay to distance yourself from those who do not contribute positively to your life. Feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you ever had to distance yourself from someone? Let's discuss. Now let's dive into a crucial point: the importance of valuing our time. As I've reached the age of 70, I've come to understand that time is our most precious resource. Unlike money or material possessions, we can never get time back once it's gone. This realization has profoundly changed how I approach my relationships and daily activities. In my younger years, I often found myself caught up in meaningless gatherings and conversations that didn't add any real value to my life. I would spend hours engaging with people who didn't truly enrich my experience simply because I felt obligated to do so. But now, I've learned to be more intentional with my time. For example, I remember a time when I attended a social event that was filled with small talk and superficial interactions. By the end of the evening, I felt drained and unfulfilled. It was then that I realized how vital it is to invest my time in relationships and activities that genuinely matter. Now, I focus on what brings me joy and fulfillment, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying quiet moments of reflection. I encourage you to ask yourself, are you spending your time wisely? Are there relationships or activities that you feel are wasting your precious time? If you've ever regretted investing time in a situation or relationship that wasn't worth it, you're not alone. It's essential to take control of how we use our time and to make choices that prioritize our happiness and well-being. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Have you ever had to reassess how you spend your time? Please share your answers in the comments below. Now, let's explore the impact that positive relationships have on our overall health. As I've navigated through life, I've come to realize that our social connections significantly influence our physical and mental well-being. Numerous studies indicate that people who have strong, supportive relationships tend to live longer, healthier lives. When I was younger, I didn't fully appreciate how much my relationships affected my health. I often found myself surrounded by individuals who brought negativity into my life. These toxic interactions not only drained my energy, but also added unnecessary stress, which I later learned could lead to serious health issues. For example, I once had a colleague who constantly complained and spread negativity. Over time, I noticed that being around this person left me feeling anxious and exhausted. It wasn't until I distanced myself from that relationship that I began to feel lighter and more at ease. On the flip side, nurturing positive relationships has been incredibly beneficial for my health. Spending time with supportive friends and family who uplift and inspire me has a direct impact on my mood and energy levels. These interactions can release endorphins, reduce stress, and even improve our immune system. I encourage you to consider the relationships in your own life. Are there people who bring positivity and joy? If so, cherish those connections and invest your time in them. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences can lead to a healthier, happier life. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you have any stories how positive relationships have impacted your health? Please share your experiences in the comments below. In this segment, I want to address a significant issue that many of us face: the effects of negativity and drama in our relationships. As I've grown older, I've realized that life is too short to be caught up in unnecessary conflicts and emotional turmoil. Drama can be a huge energy drain, and it's crucial to recognize how it impacts our overall well-being. I remember a period in my life when I was surrounded by friends who thrived on gossip and drama. Every gathering turned into a discussion filled with complaints and conflicts. While I wanted to be supportive, I found myself feeling more and more drained after each interaction. It became clear that I had to make a change. Research shows that prolonged exposure to negative relationships can lead to increased stress levels, which can affect our mental and physical health. Stress can manifest in various ways, including anxiety, depression, and even physical ailments like high blood pressure. This is why I decided to distance myself from individuals who constantly bring drama into my life. I've learned that I have no obligation to participate in other people's conflicts. Instead, I choose to surround myself with who promote positivity and support. This shift has allowed me to focus on what truly matters, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. I encourage you to reflect on your relationships. Are there individuals in your life who create unnecessary drama? If you find yourself getting dragged into conflicts, it might be time to set some boundaries. Remember, you deserve to live a life free from negativity. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever had to distance yourself from someone due to their dramatic behavior? Please share your experiences in the comments below. Now, let's discuss the value of solitude and how it can lead to profound self-discovery. Many people mistakenly equate being alone with being lonely, but I've come to appreciate the beauty of solitude. At my age, I cherish the moments I spend by myself as they provide a unique opportunity for reflection and growth. When I was younger, I often felt the pressure to be social, to constantly engage with others. However, I've learned that solitude can be a gift. It allows me to focus on my thoughts, explore my interests, and truly understand what I want from life. In these quiet moments, I can think clearly and creatively, free from the distractions of others. For instance, I've taken up hobbies like gardening and painting, which I might not have explored if I were constantly surrounded by people. These activities not only bring me joy, but also help me connect with my inner self. I've discovered new passions and talents that I never knew existed. Solitude also gives us the space to evaluate our relationships. When we step back, we can see which connections are truly enriching our lives and which ones may be holding us back. This perspective to create a fulfilling life. I encourage you to embrace moments of solitude, spend some time alone, and see what you discover about yourself. You might find that these quiet moments are exactly what you need to grow and thrive. I'd love to hear about your experiences with solitude. Do you find value in spending time alone? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. As we wrap up our discussion today, I want to emphasize that choosing to distance ourselves from negativity is not about isolating ourselves, but rather about prioritizing our mental well-being and happiness. Life at 70 has taught me that we have the power to shape our experiences by the relationships we nurture and the boundaries we set. I hope my insights have encouraged you to reflect on your own relationships. Are there individuals in your life who bring you joy and positivity? Are there others who drain your energy or induce stress? It's essential to recognize the impact of these connections and take proactive steps to protect your peace. Remember, it's perfectly okay to set boundaries and to choose who you allow into your life. By surrounding ourselves with supportive and uplifting people, we can enhance our overall quality of life and well-being. I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the topics we discussed today? Have you had experiences that led you to reevaluate your relationships? Please share your stories and insights in the comments below. Your experiences resonate with others and foster a supportive community among viewers. Lastly, don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to Golden Livings for more discussions on living a fulfilling life. I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves and remember that prioritizing your peace of mind is truly a gift to yourself. Thank you for watching.